Okay, so the loom setup for this bracelet is just 2 pin bars, 1 pin bar, whoops, they are straight pin bars. They are not in the zigzag configuration. So what we do is first we're going to add X's all the way up. So for that I am going to use the limited edition, I'm going to say they're hot pink, maybe, but they're pink. They're like the darker pink. So I'm just going to place my band going from the left to right first on all of them, so when I go to loop, they're always the same. Which kind of makes a big deal because I did it the opposite. I didn't pay attention to which way I was adding my bands at first, and my bracelet got twisted, so. Super simple. This would be a good bracelet. I used to hold kind of like classes. I lived in the military community, so like all the neighbor kids would come over and I teach them how to loom. And you always want to start out with the simple bracelets, and this would be definitely one that you could start out with. Okay, so we just do that till the end of our loom. If you're using 2 looms to make a full wrap, you can just pause and come back. So once we add that step, our next step is to go back and we're going to add some horizontal bands. So these bands will go on every other peg. So I'm going to go ahead and going to add purple. So I go, we start with the 2nd row, skip the 3rd, go to the 4th. Skip a row, add a band across, skip a row, add a band across, skip, across, skip, across. Okay, very simple. And then our last step, which I'm going to use this gold limited edition, we're adding cap bands to every 2 pegs that we used for our horizontal band going across. So in my case it's the purple. So I go up, skip the row, go to the next purple band that's going across, add 2 cap bands, and we just do that up our loom. If I were to name this bracelet, I seriously would probably name it Silly Simple Bracelet, because it is seriously so silly on how simple this bracelet is. It's just mind-boggling to me that there's like a billion bracelets you can make. Okay, so we are now ready to loop our bands. We're going to start into this first band that has the cap bands and this horizontal. So we go inside, and it doesn't matter which side you start with, inside the cap band, and we want to grab that horizontal band and hold on your cap band, it doesn't fall off, and take it over and place it on that right peg. Then excuse me, we want to do the same thing in this, or the left peg, I'm sorry. We want to do the same thing on the left. You want to go inside the band you just placed and the cap band, grab the end of that horizontal band and pull it up and over to the right peg. So it's one band looped twice. Okay, so we're going to do that on our next one here. I'm going to go back into the right peg, grab that horizontal band, make sure you guys can see, and pull that up and over to the left peg, and go back into this left peg and grab that horizontal band on the bottom there and bring it up and over to the right peg. And do that all the way up our loom. Over to the left, over to the right. And the last one. There we have it. All right, that's the end of that step. Push your bands down. And the only thing left we have to do is just loop up our X bands and we'll be finished. So for this one, you do need to have a band across. I forgot to add, so we want to add a cap band. So you just want to take your band, double it, and place it across the first two pins. And you want to, just for this one here, let's grab the bottom one first and pull that over, and then grab this other one and pull that. That's what gives us that X here for the first band. Now for here going forward, we want to grab our top band. So top X band back to itself, bottom X band to itself, top X band back to itself, and so forth. So we just want to continue this pattern all the way up our loom. And if you placed your bands the same all the way up, you will be pulling the same band each time. In my case, my left band is always on top. So very basic looming. Super silly easy. I'm telling you, that's what I would name this, super silly bracelet. It's so simple. Super cute. Okay, a couple more left. Okay, then I have this one here, and then our last to the top left. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a band and I'm going to stick it down inside this left peg, bring it up through, place it on, then I'm going to take it, do the same thing on this right peg, but I'm going to hold it and then grab it again through that left peg. That captures all four bands, and ta-da, we get to pull it off. And here's our bracelet. Super simple, super cool. It's neat. I like it. It's so traditional, early looming look. So as you can see, just adding this being one loom, you will need two looms if you'd like to have a full wrap. And make sure that you hashtag your renditions on Instagram. This is Rainbow Loom Adventures Design, and hashtag it as well to Chodaros Bling. So again, thanks for joining us, and have a lot more tutorials coming up. Be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.